This call is now being recorded.
Now though.
Oh yeah, what I was saying to you, Prince, was with this thing that's going on right now, everybody gonna feel this pinch. You have a lot of people that might not feel it because they have that business, they got that money coming. So, you know, this thing going on with the government, when people could afford a full detail, go ahead and do what you want to do. How much it's gonna cost? $500. Okay. Now it's getting ready to hurt some of these people that used to can afford that to be like, they're gonna be like, man, I can't afford it. I'm going through this shit, and I'm gonna have to settle for a wash and a vacuum. You know,
I just can't. I can't afford a $500 car wash this time.
I can't afford it.
Not this time.
And not this time. And I'm gonna tell you something else. It's gonna force a lot of people that do like to get their car done by details to the point where they're gonna start going out buying their own pressure washer and vacuums.
Hey, Styles, how do I sound on your end? I got this Bluetooth, man. It's kind of acting funky on my end. How do I sound?
Oh, you clear to me. You clear.
Okay, all right.
You clear to me.
Yo, Styles, now that you brought that up, I have a way of detailing now.
Mm-hmm.
Where you can do a full detail. When I'm saying full detail, I'm saying wash, wax, shampoo, synthetic coating, wheels, rims, tires, et cetera, all the stuff in between. An hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't need no equipment. And when I say no equipment, bruh, I mean I don't even need a vehicle. And I'm mobile. It's dope.
Wow.
I can't wait to release it. It's dope. It's dope, bro.
Wow. It's
like using the earth. It's like using the earth just to do your detail, bro. It's crazy. I'm telling you.
That right there is deeper than the Atlantic Sea, man. That's deep.
Heavy.
Because if that's what you got going, that's going to be sufficient in the detailing business.
I didn't even tell you the best part. Because I put synthetic coating on it, the car stay clean for 3 months.
Ooh, yes. Woo. Oh. Prince, I want to share this with you.
Preach.
Wait. When I used to keep both of my vehicles clean, it could rain and everything. And when the sun, for 3 days, maybe 4 days, people used to ride by and be like, what you do? You must have been up with the sun. I was like, well, why do you say that? They're like, it rained and your cars look like they ain't dirty. I said, because they protected. The rain washed it. The rain washed it. The rain washed it. And another thing that I love, like people with their rims and everything, brake dust. When your rims when your rims are well protected, all you got to do is take your garden hose, walk around your car in the morning, and just hit it with a garden hose. No pressure washer, and your rims come back clean because the brake dust is sitting on top of the protection.
Now, how much did you charge for something like that, man? Because it sounds like you're doing rim protection or polishing.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like. How much did you charge for something like that?
Okay, well, you got small cars, medium-sized cars, and you got the other customized rims and stuff like that. It depends on the size of the rim. It can go from $40 a rim, So you're looking at the front two, that's $80. The back two, that's $80 for just a regular vehicle. You just made $160 just for doing rims, and I think that's very damn good. $160.
You said that, bro. Yo, bro, I'm glad that you said that because when you just, in the beginning, you was like, you know, you got to break it down to the car wash. Some guys are going to be forced down to the car wash. But I agree with you 100%. However, if a guy learn how to upsell himself, like with the rims, like what you just talking about, he can still come out with that cash. Am I right?
He's going to win. He's always going to be a winner.
He's going to win.
Because guess what? You done won by just, okay. All right, you go out and you detail a vehicle. But you detail it to the point where you want this guy to come back in the next week or two. This guy, a week or two, something can come up in his family. He can't afford to come to you. But I tell people, pay me once good, and you can maintain it your damn self. But if you got a lazy ass that got the money and they like the way you work, they gonna come. But in the meantime, but in the meantime,
I got somebody for everybody, man. I agree. Amen. So amen.
Yeah. And so my thing is, if you gonna keep coming to me, the first time I do your vehicle, I'm gonna do it right. So the second time I do your vehicle, I don't give a damn if it's 2 weeks, a month, or 2 months. When you come back to me, my work is halfway done. But guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to put more on top of your rims. I'm going to keep those glasses protected. I'm going to keep the car protected because when you can't afford to get to me, you can just rinse it off with yourself, and I'm going to tell you.
Yo, you so on point, bro. You so on point. You so awesome, Sal. Keep going.
Thank you. I mean, okay.
I'll take your bow, baby.
I'm bowing. But like I told you earlier when me and you was talking, why would you sell somebody something that you wouldn't buy?
Therefore.
You understand what I'm saying? Why would you sell something to somebody, a service or anything, that you wouldn't buy yourself? But you are charged them for it. One thing I learned in my life, man, slow money lasts a long time.
Well spoken.
But when you make fast money, you think, oh man, I did this week, I did this week, then you add it up at the end of the month. Man, I did this. Woo! I'm off to the races. Motherfucker, next month you might not make a quarter.
Yo, that's what I try and get people to understand. I try to get people to understand that so it makes perfect sense to start your auto detailing business in the summer. I understand that. But you ain't gotta survive the summer. You gotta survive the winter.
That's it. That's the reason why that's the reason why I say, okay, your summer you look good. But guess winter is coming. All right? Winter is coming. But if you, like I said in one of my videos, just like a squirrel, when a squirrel is out here, you don't think that motherfucker ain't putting his nuts up. Because he know.
Got that right.
We can really have a drought.
Right. You can say that joke is stupid, whatever. That joke was going, all you see my man doing all day long is hustling. That is a great analogy. That's a great analogy. A squirrel put his nuts up. But look, the squirrels is getting nuts, right? And then he's chasing the female squirrel. That's the only thing you see him doing. That's all he do. That's all he doing. He's providing for his family when other motherfuckers, dumbasses, ain't thinking about, winter's coming. Put your nuts up, man. You gotta live. If that's your living, pay your bills, but don't blow your money. So when these winter months come, if you're in one of those environmental places that you get a lot of rain, a lot of snow, whatever the case may be, you're gonna be okay. You gotta pace yourself. That's why I take my hat off to the detailers that detail on the side, but they got a 9 to 5.
Yo, one
The detailers, they got a
Muhammad Ali. Go ahead.
The detailers, they got a 9 to 5. That will pay their bills and do what they want to do. But when you detail a car, that's bonus. That's your motherfucking damn nest egg. That's your nest egg.
I like that. You just helped somebody right there, bro. You just
I hope
somebody.
I did. I've been saying it for years, but ain't nobody listening.
Man, what's wrong with them?
It's like,
what's wrong with them?
Put it this way, man, like I said, people hate things they don't understand. Because if they understood it, they'd be like, man, why should I hate on that? He telling the truth. But see, when you tell the truth and they don't understand it, they hate you. You know? People hate what they don't understand.
Nah.
Don't be one of them. You know? Closed mouths don't get fed, bruh. Closed mouths don't get fed. So all you gotta do is open your ears and keep your mouth shut. You might learn something. From somebody. You know?
Mm-hmm.
But people say, man, I'm out here and I'm hungry. Okay, you hungry. But damn, why are you going to a buffet and eating every damn thing in one day are you gonna go to a buffet every day?
Every day?
Oh, man, you gotta stack up, man, because every day is not gonna be a sunny day. But guess what? It can rain all week, all month. Guess what? All of my freezers are full. Because that's what I call putting your nuts up. So if it rain all week, don't go to the grocery store and buy a bag of this and a bag of that. Motherfucking fill up a grocery cart. Fill your freezers up. Get all the things that your kids want. Act like it is this is the thing. This is a good analogy right here. In North Carolina, people will go to the grocery store as soon as they hear it's going to snow. And then turn around, it don't. They might see a little flake here and there. They go to the store and buy all the eggs, bread, and milk. And it ain't snowed. A hurricane coming. Same thing. Okay. You'll do that when the weatherman tell you what's coming. You don't need the weatherman to tell you that motherfucking damn in August that winter's right around the damn corner. Stack your nest up, man. You know.
Yeah.
Harvest your nuts, man. Harvest your nuts.
Yo, protect them nuts, bro.
Always protect your nuts. Wu-Tang said Wu-Tang always said protect your neck, right? Protect your nuts. Put your nuts up. Because, there's 365 days in a year, 52 weeks. Come on, man. I mean,
damn nuts up.
protect your nuts, man.
The hell is wrong with people, man? We need to protect them nuts. I wanted to say this real quick, man. Cause y'all got me.
Okay.
You got me tripping.
I got you hyped.
Muhammad Ali, he knew that regardless of how well you can fight, right? Regardless of how well you can fight, if you ain't got the stamina, I'm gonna beat you. That's just what it is. Like, I don't care how many players. You can't last to the 15th round, I do not believe you. And you got to be able to dance with them devils, bro. Dance with them. You got to be able to dance with the devils. You ain't got your nuts. Yo, if you can't protect your nuts and he hit you with a low blow, you're going down. You're going down. That's the point. If you learn how to protect your nuts, you ain't going down. I would like to add something onto that. Muhammad Ali said something right. George Foreman said it. George Foreman said, I'm going to tell you what George Foreman said. And when somebody asked him about Mike Tyson,
and a couple of other boxers. George Foreman, when he should have been retired a long time ago and came back, he said, if you party a week before you fight me, you ain't gonna win.
You ain't gonna win.
You know why?
You ain't gonna win.
Because if anything happens from round 1 to round 12, that's all right. If anything happened, but it ain't gonna happen to him. Know why? Because he done trained to go 12 rounds when you were training to go 6.
Whoa, preach. Oh, preach. Yo, you need an organ behind you, bro. That was fire.
That's the reason why people don't like Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather don't train because he's not a knockout artist. He trained for the time of the fight. 12 rounds. Whatever happened in between, it just happened. But if you're not able to go the distance, you don't want to get in the ring with these guys because they look for the distance. You see what I'm saying? And that's the reason why I fall back on this. Oh, and I'll also speak, perfect analogy, Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson never trained for 12 rounds because he always felt I'm going to knock everybody out in the first 2 or 3. But when he fucked around and ran across Buster Douglas, you know, Buster whooped his ass past the rounds that he never went. See what I'm saying? You come out throwing haymakers and this motherfucker was eating them up.
Well, yeah, I mean, the strategy was easy. They knew that Mike Tyson, the dude ain't never fought past like the 5th round. So
he's not a distance fighter.
He don't have the stamina. Yeah, he'll punch.
He don't have it.
His punches are hard, but if you can take like 2 or 3 of his punches and you know you can take it, you done. You done.
And see, perfect example. When Mike Tyson fought Evander Holyfield and Evander Holyfield were eating the motherfucking punches, he was like, shit, I can't knock this motherfucker down, but I can chew his ass up. Mm-hmm. He went to biting him. That darn, you know?
Well, I'm like, he knew that he had lost. He knew he had lost because I done hit this dude with everything I got. And he's
still here. And he's still here.
He's smiling.
That's right. But the shit that Evander was hitting him back with, it was hurting him. But Evander was physically and mentally trained to eat that kind of shit that Mike had.
Yo,
you know?
Here's what's crazy, bro. And I got to run after this, man. Here's what's crazy. Is that Evander Holyfield been wanting to fight Mike Tyson before he got locked up. But if you look at Evander Holyfield joint on Netflix, he been wanting to fight Mike Tyson from like day one. It was like, man, so many things getting in the way of him. I know I could beat this dude. I want to fight him in his prime, but that never happened.
That's right.
And now they saying, okay, well, you know, it was this, but he beat him twice, I think. I don't really watch sports that much, but I did watch that. And
Evander beat Mike Tyson. Evander beat Mike Tyson in the Olympics. When they both were young. Mike was a child. I think Evander might have been. Yeah. Mike got his first ass whooping from Evander Holyfield when they had on protection. You know what I'm saying? In the Olympics.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but he whooped his ass when he was a kid. And after that, that's when Mike went pro and came out the gate swinging. You know what I'm saying? Knocking everybody out. But Evander was that motherfucker, you must have forgot about me. See what I'm saying? Why you think motherfucker damn Floyd Mayweather kept fucking with damn Manny Pacquiao? He knew Manny could go the distance. You know what I'm saying? But he was scared. So he drug it out. Now your ass done got older. Manny done got older. But you know, people look at the strategy. It was about the money with Floyd. It wasn't about the money with Floyd. I mean, it wasn't about the money with Pacquiao. Floyd was asking for too much shit, dragging out time because he was getting older and all this stuff. So when they did fight, Manny like, win or lose, the money is good enough for me. Because, you know, if Manny would have fought somebody else, he wouldn't have even made that much money.
Fire. Hey, Styles, I gotta call you back, brother. I gotta run. All right.
All right, brother. Love talking to you. All back, man.
Hey,